Penn and Teller Theater at the Rio Hotel in Las Vegas, here's our host, Allison Hannigan.
Welcome to Fool Us. We've searched east, west, north, south, up, down, in, out, under the coffee table, between the couch cushions, over the river, and through the woods. And guess what? It was totally worth it. We found a ton of amazing magicians for you. Now let's keep the show moving in the right direction with our two trailblazers of magic, Penn and Teller. Magician performing tonight can win a spot in Penn and Teller's Las Vegas Magic Show and take home the coveted Fool Us trophy. All they have to do is fool Penn and Teller. Here's our first potential fooler.
I started out in law school, but in 2009 when I graduated, the legal job market crashed. So I did the one thing I could. I went out on Michigan Avenue in downtown Chicago, and I hustled. I was a street magician. Of all the street performers in the world, I had the most disappointed parents. But before long, I was earning so much money at that, my wife said, give magic a try. One thing I learned in law school was you have to know your audience to create a better show. Whether it's a judge, a jury, just by paying attention and applying the same Socratic method that I used in law school, I think I could fool Penn and Teller.
Please welcome Chicago's own Scott Green.
Thank you. Allison, are you allergic to eggs?
No.
You will come to realize that was your chance out of this, but you all heard her. She's not allergic. Please give her a hand as she steps right over here. Hi, Allison.
Hi, here.
That's perfect. While I talk to those two, will you please shuffle these eggs by mixing them around?
Ooh, yes.
Thank you. Hi, Penn.
Oh, how are you?
Hi, Teller. You two have said it is immoral for a magician to put anyone in harm's way.
Yes.
Fine. So instead, I'm going to simulate some danger today. Are they mixed?
Sure.
Oh, perfect. Please take a seat. Thank you. To simulate danger, we'll need 3 items that actually are dangerous. First is a piece of glass. Ooh. Please hold the dangerous piece of glass.
Okay.
Second is a die. Leads to gambling. Plus, it just sounds dangerous. Die.
Yeah.
Third is a garbage can. These things are covered in bacteria. You guys, bacteria and branding, apparently. How much are these in the gift shop? Allison, please put your hand on top and give it a shake. What did you roll?
5.
5. When you mix the eggs, each got a number 1 to 6, same numbers that are on the die. Since you rolled a 5, we take the egg you chose to be number 5, hold it right about here, and squeeze until we hear this sound.
No, let's not.
Do you feel anything dripping on your head?
No.
That's because that egg is hard-boiled.
Okay.
Give her a hand. Please shake again. Well, that was egg-citing.
2.
Host a game show, they said. It'll be fun, they said.
I had 2.
It seems dangerous until you realize all the eggs are hard-boiled,
I hope so.
except one of them.
Oh, please not that one.
You survived. That is hard-boiled. Give her a hand. It was exhilarating.
4.
That's okay, that's okay. You
5.
mix the eggs.
5. It was 5. Let's do
You
it.
mix the eggs and you're shaking the die, so if this goes wrong, who do you think gets blamed?
You.
Yeah, they always blame me. How is that fair? It's okay, the raw one is actually good for your scalp. It helps exfoliate. It prevents eczema. Hard-boiled, give her a hand, that's hard-boiled.
Okay.
We need a 1, a 3, or a 6.
3.
Are you enjoying this egg experience, by the way?
Well, I like the puns.
Just don't want you to have an existential crisis. I'm doing these eggs temporaneously. Can you believe it?
Yeah. Oh.
Hard-boiled.
Hey.
Give her a hand. That's hard-boiled. But I'll take that back. We're going to actually accelerate the danger.
Okay.
Yeah, see, we're left with eggs 1 and 6. Now, you could have rolled, there's the 6 and there's the 1. But instead, this last choice is completely up to you. Please take either egg.
Can I spin them?
Hold on to it. Don't let me near it again.
Oh, wait, no, do this one.
1, 2, 3, 4,
Okay.
5. We started with 6 eggs is what I'm trying to say. We started with 6, but we're down to 2. The odds that this one is raw have increased exponentially. The danger is extreme.
Yeah.
Here we go. Hard boiled, give her a hand. Exactly as you'd hoped. But there's 2 possibilities, because either that egg is raw and through luck or magic or something else, you've avoided it, or I'm a dirty cheat and that egg is hard-boiled too.
Right.
Please stand up, crack that egg into that glass, and extinguish any doubt.
No way!
A raw egg! Give her a hand! Excellent! Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Scott Green! Thank you for not dousing me in raw egg.
I get thanked for that a lot more than most people.
I bet. And you have children, right?
I have 2 kids, Harrison and Jordan. They're sitting right down there with my lovely wife, Michelle. We watch the show together all the time. So.
Do they ever help you with your magic tricks?
They do. My son got to come with me on air last year for Take Your Kid to Work Day.
Was that helpful?
It was great. It was a lot of fun. And now he asks me when he gets to go back on television, and I tell him, just worry about kindergarten.
Smart. So do you come from a long line of magicians?
I come from a long line of manufacturers representatives in the furniture industry.
Oh, okay.
So this is a natural that I'd be here.
Yes, I see.
Yeah, I went to law school, and I passed the bar, and then I realized that this was a more honest way to lie for money.
Okay. Thank you, Scott. Let's see if Penn and Teller know exactly how you did it. Penn, Teller.
Yes. Teller has your book, Scott. Excellence of Family Magic. He loves it. He was just telling me how great it was. He was raving about it. Good book.
Thank you.
And it's a good routine, all the puns. We also love the idea of taking something that is ultimately harmless and making it the danger in the trick. I just think it's so nice to keep that within the morality that we don't want to see anybody hurt, but we'd be thrilled to see a raw egg broken on her head. It's a perfect combination. I want to point out to people that she did actually shuffle the eggs any way she wanted. She had a free way to move that around. It's a wonderful routine. We liked all the puns, even though the die wasn't exactly what you said it was, and that there may have been a equivoque, but it was a great trick. I think with those 2 things, you have some sort of idea that we might know what you're doing, but if we're not right on those, then we have been fooled, and we will take it.
All right, so do you understand what they're saying?
Yeah, they're saying it's time to exit.
We've only begun putting Penn and Teller to work. They'll face more magicians, and later on tonight, take the stage themselves. We'll be right back. We're back and ready for more foolers. Here's one now.
Hey, I'm Matt Donnelly, and I have no business being a professional magician. I started as an improviser, improv comedy. I moved to Las Vegas, and as luck would have it, became friends with Penn. So I co-host Penn's podcast, and I've been doing that for about 6 years. I got into magic on a dare. I kind of was mouthing off and saying, like, I should just learn a trick. And Penn said, you're right, you should. I basically went to every working magician I knew and asked them if they'd teach me one trick. I started combining my comedy with my magic, and it took off quickly.
You do know they do this for a living, right?
I think it's hilarious to go on Fool Us and mess with my friends. Do I expect them to be really surprised? Absolutely.
Joined by a randomly selected member of our audience, here's Matt Donnelly, the Mind Noodler.
Hello, I'm Matt Donnelly. I am a mind noodler, which is not a mind reader. It's like a mind reader plus, okay? First step of being a mind noodler is reading minds. That's easy, right? What's your name?
Morgan.
Morgan, I knew that. I read your mind, no problem. Right over there, I can read Penn's mind. He's thinking, what the hell's Matt doing up there? I can read Teller's mind. He's thinking, actually, Morgan, Teller's thinking he hates that joke. Exactly. But we're going to experiment with some mind noodling. Are you a fan of Penn and Teller, Morgan?
Yes.
So am I. So before we get this experiment started with mind noodling, I want to see if we can get a picture with Penn and Teller, okay?
Okay.
All right, come on up here. All right, Morgan, switch places with me here. We're going to take a selfie right here and mark this wonderful occasion. All right, here we go. Let me get in there. And beautiful. Now we're going to get to mind noodling, okay? Step 1 of mind noodling is reading your mind. Step 2 is the noodling part. Do you know what noodling is?
No.
Regular noodling is a kind of fishing where you find a wide-mouthed fish and you don't use a pole, you just shove your whole arm into that fish's mouth and yank that muddy puppy out of the water. He stays on your arm and it's yours. Morgan, that's what I'm going to do to your mind.
Oh.
Okay?
Okay.
I'm going to take my own thought and with my mental arm, shove it into your cat-mouth fish brain. Okay?
All right.
So what you're going to do is you're going to try to think of something, and you're going to think you thought it. But in fact, I thought it, and I put that thought in your brain.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Great. Take a look at Teller. I want you to think about how much he weighs. Now, Morgan, I realize I'm putting you on the spot here. I should let you take more of an educated guess. Teller has 2 pairs of cheeks. Go ahead and grab one of his cheeks. Nope. Morgan? No. His butt, Morgan. Grab his butt.
Seriously?
Yes, seriously. Morgan, you should now have a pretty good idea of what Teller weighs. All right? But I know you do, because I put that thought in your mind. I don't want you to say it out loud.
Okay.
Because that'd be offensive to Teller to guess his weight out loud to everybody here in this audience, okay? So you have a calculator on your phone?
Yes.
Open it up. Okay, and what I want you to do is just go right to the numbers and type in what you think he weighs. I don't want to look. Just type it in. It's in? Okay. Mind reading, success. Noodling, way off. I was off by 16 pounds on that guess, but I'll document for science. Minus 16. There we go. All right, Morgan, you and I are going to do better in round 2, okay?
Okay.
What I want you to do is I want you to take a look at Penn.
Are you gonna make me grab his butt cheek?
I'm going to make you do even more than that, Morgan. Just go ahead and give Penn a bear hug. Grab him and lift him up. Lift him up. Get that magical Yeti in the sky. Go.
I don't think I can.
I think you can try harder. Okay, Morgan, you have a pretty good idea of what you think Penn weighs?
Yes.
Okay, just hit the plus sign.
Okay.
And I don't want to look. Go ahead and enter it into the calculator. It's in.
Okay, yeah.
Woo! Morgan, mind reading success, and we're getting much closer on the noodling. I was only 7 pounds away from that last guess. You think you guessed Penn's weight, but your guess was influenced by my noodling. And I think we're going to nail it on round 3. Are you excited for round 3?
Yes.
I'm excited for round 3. You want to know why, Morgan? Round 3 is me. Okay?
Okay.
I've let you pinch Teller. I've let you squeeze Penn. Now, your choice, free choice. Do you want to ride me like a pony, or do you want me to ride you like a pony? You'll ride me like a pony?
Yes.
Okay, let's go. Smart choice, Morgan. I am an amazing pony.
So actually,
Come on, Morgan. Morgan. Okay. Morgan, great job. Okay. Now you should have a pretty good idea of what I weigh now, yes?
yes.
Okay, Morgan.
I'm not good with weight.
Okay. Morgan, remember, hopefully I'm mind noodling. So whether you're good with weight or not, doesn't matter, because I put a thought in your brain.
Okay.
Go ahead.
215.
Go on. 215. 215 pounds. Do you all think Morgan came up with that figure on her own? Do you think, Morgan, that all of America's watching, looking at this frame and thinking I weigh 215 pounds? No, Morgan, we nailed it. It's a full noodle.
Okay.
Oh, Morgan, listen, I had faith in you. I had more faith in you than you could possibly imagine. I have a prediction that I put in place before this whole thing began. All right? Okay. And I sealed it on my flesh. I want you to hit the equals button on your calculator.
Okay.
And now, out loud, I want you to say that guess for everyone to hear.
580.
Boom. What? What'd you say?
580.
580? Okay. Oh, wait, Morgan. We didn't noodle all the way, right? We had some changes on here, right? Okay. So I had minus 16, I had minus 7. That would give me a total of minus 23. And I think 603 minus 23 gives me a total of 580. Penn, tell her, this trick is completely examinable. Nope. That's your, yeah, okay.
Matt Donnelly, everyone. All right, I'll let you put yourself
What's up?
together.
What's going on?
Come here. You know how it works.
Oh, yes, I do.
All right. So what's it like performing for your friends Penn and Teller?
You know, I started magic basically on a dare by Penn. And so put a preview together of my first magic show. And so I can tell you, don't do your first magic show ever in front of Penn and Teller. Teller taught me a rope trick with a knife. I cut my finger open. I bled all over myself, and it did not go well at all. I'm very happy to get back here and at least do something pretty good in front of them.
All right, let's see if your friends Penn and Teller figured it out.
All right.
All right, Penn, Teller, this guy.
What the hell are you doing? Matt Donnelly is my co-host on Penn Sunday School. We do a podcast together every single week. And yet, he has been keeping this from me for months that he's showing up on this show. Oh, I'm learning magic. I'm working on a few new things, Penn. I hope you get to see him someday. Won't that be fun? What tricks you working on, Matt? Oh, you know, just stuff. So you come here after co-hosting my show for what, 7 years? And you've got a trick you're trying to sneak by me? I'll tell you, Matt, it's amazing. It's pretty amazing because you've really done a beautiful performance that absolutely killed. I've got to tell you, it's astonishing in every single way, but you thinking you can fool us, you rat bastard? I'll tell you, it's a great trick, but it didn't add up. And if you think you fooled us, I'm going to punch you in the face. No, it does not add up. You did not fool us. Isn't that right, Matt?
It's true. Busted. Busted. But it was my lifelong dream to perform for you guys. That's not true either. Because I just started a year ago. But it was my lifelong dream to be ridden like a pony on national TV. So I thank you. I thank you. I thank you.
You didn't fool us, but it was wonderful. Matt Donnelly! You might think we're done. Let me dispel that notion right now. More Penn and Teller Fool Us when we return. Welcome back to Fool Us. Magicians are like boxers. They don't want you to see what they're doing with their hands until it's too late. Let's see who's going toe-to-toe with Penn and Teller this round.
I'm Doc Dixon. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. I'm a comedy magician. When I was a teenager, I worked as an emergency medical technician on the local ambulance service. I decided eventually to pursue magic as my career path, but the nickname stuck. Being an EMT, the stakes can be life or death. Being a magician, the stakes can be, it wasn't the three of clubs. As a magician, I've twice performed at the White House, and it's no different playing for Washington bigwigs than it is playing for a person on the street. People are people, and the appeal of magic is universal. Penn and Teller have seen some huge magic on Fool Us. I'll be bringing the smallest trick that's ever been brought to the Fool Us stage. Penn and Teller, it's time to play the game.
Of Doc Dixon.
Thank you, Allison. Penn and Teller, please join me. Give them some noise. Have a seat, gents. It's time to play the game. Great to meet you. Great to meet you. Have a seat. Sure. Before we begin, a quick proviso. This is not a magic trick. This is a game. Let's treat it as such. This is the shell game, played with 3 ersatz walnut shells and a little cork pea. The game has few rules. I like it that way. One rule, pea must always end up underneath the shell. Duh. Another rule, only 1 pea. The last thing a man wants to be known is the kind of man that would use 2 peas. So, Penn, if you would please, mark up the P, initial it so we know it's the official P of the game, legume artistry. Teller, as he does that, please keep in mind, that's a permanent marker, which means it will always be a marker. Okay. Thank you, brother.
I've signed the P. It was kind of fun.
Awesome. Nice work. A little shot there. Oh, nice. Okay. We'll play 3 rounds. The first 2 rounds with the audience, the final round with Penn and Teller. It's a simple enough game if you don't know it. I cover up the P with the shell, move the shells around. Your job, keep your eye on the shell with the P. I have total confidence in you. You're going to do great. Don't take your eyes off the shell with the P. Just watch. Very simple game. You got it. I know you do. A, B, C. Where should the P be? C. Excellent choice. First time you played, only 15 inches away. Nothing to be ashamed of. Good job. Good job. Round 2 coming up. Now, I realize we had a bit of a hiccup in round 1. Here's the problem. It's not your fault. It's the choice you had. They're all empty and identical. It's like voting. So, boom, boom, boom. Okay. So, to keep things on the up and up, I'll put a sticker on the shell with the P. Now you follow that sticker, you're gonna be winner, winner, chicken dinner. Okay, follow the sticker. Keep your eye on the sticker. You're gonna do a great job. Doesn't matter how fast or slow, follow the sticker. Look, where's the, no, the sticker, right there. Round 3. Thank you. Round 3 coming up. I've played this game thousands of times. Never been more excited to play it with you 2 guys. Thank you. The honor's mine. Thanks. The P is right there. The glass goes on top of the shell. The cup goes on top of that. Teller, please do me a favor. Hold a finger in the air like you just don't care. Thank you. Put her right there. I'll keep these bad boys back here. Here we go. Round 3 in 2 parts. The P just vanished from underneath the shell, the glass, the cup, the sticker, your finger. It's gone. Please remove your finger. No, the finger, please. I'll talk to him later. And now, part 2. The P will end up in one of the other shells, but the question is which one? Now, I don't want you to announce your choice. This is a gentleman's game. But I will say this. If you should choose incorrectly, there would be those that claim I have a claim to that Fool Us trophy. On the other hand, if you should choose correctly, you should win something too. You will win all the money in the wallet of some guy I bumped backstage. Oh, Mike Close. Good man. Here we go. The P has left the cup, left the shot glass, left the shell, gone. Now the question is, which one did you pick? Gone. Now I realize there's a portion of the audience that thinks I just cheated. I refer to that portion as everyone. But I didn't cheat. I obeyed all the rules. Rule number 1, the P's got to be underneath the shell. Rule number 2, only one P. And rule number 3, winner, winner, chicken dinner, follow the sticker. I promised you I wouldn't use an extra P. Never promised I wouldn't use an extra shell. Inside the cup, not just a shell, but an entire walnut. Yet, I hear something inside. Let's see. For your safety, draped. And inside the shell, a P. 10, please confirm, is that your mark?
There's my initials, and there's the peace sign. Yes.
Love it when it works! Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Doc Dixon, everyone! Wow! I think you could win a lot of bets with that.
I wouldn't cheat somebody unless it was absolutely convenient. So. The great thing about the shell game is it's one of those things, like all of you have probably heard of it, but probably none of you have ever seen it played. And that's one of the things that makes it so cool. The moment I'm performing at an event, trade show, whatever, they see those shells on the table, it's like, bam. And they're drawn over and they want to play the game.
And are they drawn to it because they think they can beat it?
Yeah, I think so. It's not just a show or a trick that you watch, it's a trick that you play.
Yeah.
And that just brings folks in.
Yeah.
So that's one of the things I love about it.
And the thing is, because it's not like you're doing it so fast that we can't. Like I thought, oh yeah, I got this, I can follow it. And then I'm like, what happened? It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm as shocked as you when I lift up the P with the sticker. I just, it's wrong, it's wrong.
All right, well, let's see if they know the nuts and bolts of your trick. Penn, tell her.
When you see a trick like this, which is a cliche, 3 shells, P, cliche in our culture, I believe people watching at home just say, well, Penn and Teller know this, they've seen this kind of thing 1,000 times, which we have. But we've also seen it enough to know things you're doing that are very, very different, like that it's a real cork P. Most people use little sponge things, which changes the entire trick. Also, you had to sign the P. Now, I was sure that Teller would have known that from somewhere. I'd never seen it before. It turns out neither did he, which all of a sudden gives this thing a personal importance. As silly as that is, someone you know has signed that, all of a sudden that means a little something. That stupid little P is now our stupid little P. And that makes a difference. That really does make a difference, and it also makes the trick much, much more mystifying. Now, we come down to that P in the walnut, which is all we really care about, because you know that we know the moves.
Gotcha.
And we thought about it, talked about it, and we think, and I'm going to take you at your word, we think you held out and added that P when you folded over the handkerchief. Is that what you did, something like that?
No, sir.
You're saying that the P was actually in the walnut shell?
Yes, sir.
And you're telling me the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, if the P was actually in the walnut shell, you fooled us. What a great routine.
Over here, bro.
Great routine.
Oh, thank you.
Great routine.
Doc Dixon! Yeah!
100%.
That's a swing and a miss for Penn and Teller. Will they get relief or face strike two? They'll take another swing after this commercial break. Welcome back to Fool Us. Penn and Teller just handed out a Fool Us trophy, and maybe they'll hand another one out to our next magician.
Hi, I'm Sang-Seung Kim, a comedy magician from South Korea. A traditional approach to magic was hard for me. 3 years ago, I was doing my Korea Center act, very serious. But comedy got the internet show. Anyway, I couldn't help it. If you tell me to do sleight of hand, I want to do sleight of foot. I'm the first Korean magician on Penn and Teller show. I spent 3 years creating the effect I performed tonight. I'm so grateful.
Please welcome the one-of-a-kind magic of Sang-Seung Kim.
Thank you so much.
So you're from Korea?
Yep, South Korea.
South Korea. Are Penn and Teller well known in South Korea?
한국에서 펜앤텔러는 많이 유명한가요?
Sure.
Okay. Are you well known in South Korea?
No.
Oh, you should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you will be after today.
Yes. I think so.
Why did you decide you wanted to be on this show?
This is my dream because when I was young, on Penn and Teller show on YouTube, really amazing. So I prepared this time. Today my dream came true.
Oh, all right. It's time to go to the boys and see if they figured it out. Penn
Nicely
and Teller.
done. And now, you invented all of this yourself, is that right?
이걸 본인이 다 개발하신 거 맞죠?
Sure.
Congratulations on that. What's really nice about this is it's magic, but it owes an awful lot to the Quick Change Act. There's a lot of quick change technology in this, but done with something people care about. They don't wear tuxedos anymore. Everybody wears sneakers. So it's a really great idea to do that. Now, I could list off 50 different things, because there's 50 different effects in this, and try to do that with the language barrier and so on. But I think everybody knows, and I think you know too, that this is one of those acts that's less about mystifying and more about surprising. Every moment is just a surprise after surprise after surprise, but it's never really, to us, a total head scratcher. It's more just surprise and not mystification. So you delighted us, you surprised us, but I don't think you fooled us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Sang Soon Kim. Thank you. Penn and Teller have wowed people for decades, and they'll do just that when we come back. See Penn and Teller perform next. Penn and Teller, and a special guest, NAACP Image Award winner and Oscar-winning actress and comedian, Monique.
We got a trick for you.
Okay.
We're going to do a trick that does not fool anyone.
Okay.
But used to fool everybody. We're going to use you as a display. Hold your hands out like this. We're going to put these rings right around your ear, okay? Now, this is a trick called the linking rings. Some of it's called the Chinese linking rings, originated in China. And this is the professional version. This goes back centuries. And this is the toy version. This goes back decades. You can buy this at a magic shop for $15.
Okay.
And this one they advertise as being the same trick as that.
Okay.
It says right on the box, linking rings or Chinese linking rings with some bogus Chinese characters. And the trick looks like this, Monique. Examine that. You can use both hands, yeah. That's a solid ring right there.
Solid.
And then we take this solid ring and we just link them together just like that. They're linked together, just like that.
Good.
And we can take them apart, just like that. And we can link them together, just like that.
Yes.
Monique, the one thing I can't do is have you examine those.
Okay.
Because as soon as you examine them, you'd see that there's a gap right there under my thumb that I'm just going through.
Yes.
And I'm covering right up there, okay?
Yes.
And they sell that as the trick, okay? So you think you understand it. But then you see a professional do it, and it looks like the exact same trick. They tell you it's the same trick. He links the two rings together like that. But then he does something I can't do with these, which is he hands them to you.
Yes.
And now you can examine those. Tug on them. Tug on them. Yeah, tug on both of them. Tug on both of them. They're totally solid. Not even a hairline crack. Just
nothing.
All plated, everything.
Yes.
And they try to sell that as the same trick. Now, I can take this one and do a third one, going through that same gap right there, and then holding them like that with my thumb over it. Now, watch Telly. He takes the two that you examined, and he links them together just like that. Well, I gotta keep my thumb here. He does. You can just examine those all you want. Tug on them all you want. Check them out all you want, everything. He can examine those like any way you want. See, but you can't examine these. Now he links those together in 6 places there, Monique. He's linking them in 6 places. And now the ones that you just examined, he links together, and that's 6. And that's a different trick. It's a different trick. This is this bogus little toy trick. He's doing the real trick right there. So you just reach right over there. Comes right apart just like that, Monique. You can examine them all you want.
Yes.
And now he's linked them in 8 places right there, Monique.
Hi, baby.
It's a different trick. It's a different trick. It's a different trick right there, different trick. And now, takes those back, you've examined them, and now, All 6 rings linked together, and just like that, all 6 rings taken apart. That's the real linking rings. Now, here's the thing, Monique. If you bought this in a toy store and you thought you learned the trick with the hole gap, and then you saw that done, you'd be pretty embarrassed, wouldn't you?
I would.
As a matter of fact, I'd be pretty embarrassed being a professional magician, so I was lying to you, Monique.
I felt that.
I did it just like Teller. There was never a gap there. And you can examine those, Monique, for the rest of your life. Those are yours, Monique. You'll never get those apart.
Doing our small part to keep this the entertainment capital of the world. Good night from Las Vegas.